her mic, her rules. I'm your host, Lady D. I'm joining today with Glenda, the CEO of Survival Shop, and today we're talking about Bad Bunny, the headlines, the hype, and his big moment as a Super Bowl headliner. So, Glenda, let's jump right into it. So, Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl, when you first heard he was headlining, what was your reaction?
I wasn't surprised. I was actually pretty excited. I think that eventually Bad Bunny was going to be showing somewhere in the United States, and why not the NFL?
Yeah.
So I wasn't really surprised. I think eventually it was going to happen.
Yeah. Well, my first reaction, I was like happy. I was like, finally, he's gonna represent Puerto Rico.
Right.
You know, like at least us Latinos, we get to show off our culture now.
Right, and he brings millions of viewers. Everybody knows who he is.
Yeah.
And I think that it's a really good pick for the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know
too.
people are kind of upset about it, and some people have preferences, but I think it's going to be epic.
Yeah, I think so too. I think, there's a lot of controversy with that, but let's see what happens. So some like you were saying, some fans are hyped, some are confused. What do you think? Why do you think this selection is getting these mixed feelings?
I think it's because Bad Bunny doesn't present that all mainstream American event, right? We're used to seeing the same shows every year. It's mainstream. It's what we're used to. It's an all American event, and Bad Bunny doesn't present that, right? He's bilingual. A lot of his music is in Spanish. He's global, very well known, and I think that he's going to be something different this year for people for this new show. And I think that's what people are a little uncomfortable with. He speaks Spanish, and I think that some people are just not comfortable having someone who performs all in Spanish and some lyrics that they may not understand.
That's true. I was looking through the internet, right, and I was seeing some people's reactions about this. There was like a lot of negative feedback about it, especially with the Caucasian culture, right? I'm a quote on what this one reporter said. He said that Bad Bunny's performance at the Super Bowl is a threat. So I'm like wondering, like, why would he say that Bad Bunny's performance is a threat? Why would you think he'd say that?
I think it's a few things. I think that this whole thing with Bad Bunny, this announcement by the NFL having Bad Bunny do the halftime in the middle of our presidency, having an immigration policy where ICE is pretty much collecting people all over the place. A lot of Latinos are being affected by this, and I guess that people are upset that all this is being done, and now NFL came out and announced a Spanish global popular artist like Bunny.
Yeah.
So I think that people are just uncomfortable with it.
Yeah, I agree with you with that. And you know what else he said that got me, like, I was livid. I was like, what? Did he actually say that? I'm going to quote what he says. He said he also included that non-speaking Latinos do not give he said the curse word.
Right.
But he said, do not give a damn about our culture and our language. That just struck me. That just struck a nerve. So I'm like, what? So he's talking about like all non-speaking Spanish people. So he's talking about everybody that don't speak Spanish.
Right.
So I'm like, really?
Yeah, there's a lot of negativity on social media about this. I think it's being encouraged, obviously. You see what the MAGAs are doing. And I just think people are uncomfortable that we have a Latin population as big as ours in the United States. We're the majority. And for the first time, we are actually having a Latin artist actually perform at the halftime.
Yeah.
And I think people just don't feel comfortable with that anymore.
And I don't understand why it always has to be a racist thing.
Right.
Like the Caucasian people, they think that it's all about them all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and the world's theirs.
Right. And I do think that the NFL event has been like this for years. Yeah. And now it's kind of changing. And I think that people are having just the change is just not sitting well with people. It's a cultural change. If you think about it, it's a huge culture change. And it is a culture change. You don't need to always understand the wording of a song to actually feel the music. Bad Bunny comes with a lot of energy, and I think that he's going to give a great show, and you're going to feel the music. He comes with the energy. I think everybody's going to enjoy it. And sometimes you just don't need to. I listen to music, and sometimes I don't understand the lyrics of it, but I'm glad with the beat. I like the rhythm of it. And I think that it's going to be a really enjoyable show.
Yeah, me too. Like, I listen to all types of music. Like, I love reggae.
Right.
You know, so it's like, even though sometimes I understand what they're saying, and if I don't understand what they're saying, I'll look it up. Cause I'm like, all right, I love the music. I like the beat. I like what they, how they perform and stuff. I like the dance. I like, I like the dance reggae and stuff. So there's certain things that I don't understand what they saying, but all you gotta do is look it up.
Yeah. And you enjoy the music.
Yeah, exactly.
The music, the dancers, the rhythm, the beat, the energy that people give, all that you can enjoy. It's not only always about the lyrics of something. And Bad Bunny knows how to perform, and he gives an awesome show. Yep. You saw what happened in Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was an amazing show there, sold out. He made tons of money for the country.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a wonderful job. Yeah. He was epic. No one is ever going to be able to do that. Yeah. It's just a huge transformational artist. That's what he is, and he did a great job in doing that. And I think he's going to do the same here again.
Yeah, my brother, he went over there to Puerto Rico to see him perform.
Really?
He was like, that was the best concert he ever seen.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that went. They loved it. They really, really loved it, and they enjoyed it. And he really knows how to perform.
Yeah, he does. So what kind of performance do you expect? Like full reggaeton energy, a crossover surprise, or maybe English collaborations?
I think he's gonna, he's very unpredictable, and I think that he's gonna have a mixture of artists there. Don't be surprised he has English artists there with him. I think that would be great if he does. But he's unpredictable. He feels his music. He has a lot of energy, and I think that he's going to mix it up. Don't be surprised if he has like a Beyonce there. He has some of other Latin artists, Mark Anthony, Karol G. There's a ton of people that he can get there with him, and they're going to kill it.
Yeah, I hope that he collabs with J-Lo, Cardi B, and Selena Gomez. Yeah. Keep it in the Latin culture. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I would love Karol G.
Anyway. Yeah, I love Karol G too.
I love Karol G. I think Belvin. I think that he's a great artist as well. Maluma or Paluma. He's another big artist. Yes. Yeah. So I think there's a lot of people that he can actually,
keep it in the Latin culture. That's what I would like to see.
Exactly.
So it's like a
But
concert.
Don't be surprised if there's a little bit of a crossover. That brings energy too.
No,
I won't be surprised.
Like,
Drake.
Yeah. like Cardi B, Selena Gomez, J-Lo, they sing in English, so they could, collab with him in English.
And he did it in Puerto Rico. I think one of the last shows, he brought in some English artists. I mean, Mark Anthony was there.
Yeah.
He's in English. He does English and Spanish.
Yeah, I love Mark Anthony.
That was a great performance, that last performance, and it came out really nice. So I think having a mixture of cultures and of the music, I think that would be great to see.
Yep. So imagine the opening, right? What's the first song you think he's gonna start with?
God, he has so many songs I like. Yeah. I think that it's going to be the Titi Mama.
Titi me preguntó.
Yes. Everyone knows it. It's a famous song. It has good beats to it, and everybody's aware of it, and it has a lot of energy, the song. I think that is something that he should open with, because everyone knows that song.
And I'm thinking that he's gonna play his new song Nueva York too.
Yeah, probably. He probably will. I think he's gonna play a lot of songs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. Yep. So he's known for breaking boundaries, right? So what do you think he'll do visually and thematically to make the halftime show unforgettable?
So I think he's very visual, and I think that the staging for him is really important. It's very symbolic for him, and I think that the staging is going to be epic. I think he's going to just stage it up where he has a little bit of Puerto Rico culture in there. He may have even some American culture in there. I think he's very visual, and I think that the way he did it in Puerto Rico, certain parts of the stage meant something. They were symbolic. It was very artistically done, and I think he's going to do the same here.
Yeah, okay.
Don't so be surprised if it's a huge, like, Puerto Rican, like, big party.
Yeah, right? That would be nice. But to me, I think an unforgettable moment for him would probably be him performing by himself. You know, it's like so many people think, like, oh, he might collab with this one, that one, but maybe
he performs. He's amazing
himself,
solo.
Right?
He's an amazing artist solo. Whether he performs,
that could be like an unforgettable thing, because like we all wondering like, oh my God, who he's gonna bring to the stage with him, right? So
kind of excited about that.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited
to see who pops up.
Because I watch the Super Bowl all the time. Every year I have a Super Bowl party. So like that's what I do.
I'm kind of excited to see who's gonna pop up.
Yeah.
But he performs. If he performs solo, he's still a great artist. He's still gonna be great, and I think people are still gonna enjoy it.
Yeah. So why do you think the NFL picked Bad Bunny now? You think, is it about inclusivity, numbers, or staying relevant?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think that the NFL is looking to stay relevant. I think they are looking to, they see that the Spanish culture is everywhere. It's they've brought out a huge, massive influence in the Latino culture. I think that they want to stay relevant. I also think that numbers. He's going to bring in and he's going to pull in a huge amount of viewers, whether you like football or you don't like football. I think everyone is going to watch this. So I think that it was a really good marketing strategy for the NFL to do this. They're going to get their numbers. They're going to be able to see the people are going to come in. They're going to want to even go and participate and be part of the NFL and watch the game. They'll see it on TV. So I think they're going to get a huge amount of viewers from this. And I think that it shows a lot about the Spanish culture.
Yeah. So you was telling me about that they might have another show for the non-speaking Spanish.
Yeah, so this is the rumor. So this is the rumor going around in social media. I've seen it a few times already. I did some fact checking, and I did find that the White House, the MAGAs, are all interested in implementing another halftime show for the people who do not want to see Bad Bunny perform, which I think it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Just change the channel.
Change the channel. If you don't want to watch it and you're not interested, change the channel. But to actually try to develop another halftime show, they're even asking people online if they want rock, they want country, like what they want. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I think it's just, it's just a way of just interfering with everything is happening. And I think that we should be working together as a community, as a country, instead of separating ourselves like that.
Exactly. Like, why always have to be about race? Like, why we can't just come together?
Yeah, they even put out a poster about this performance, this separate performance from Bad Bunny, which I just couldn't believe. I did see it the other day, and it's talking about asking people what they want in terms of music.
Oh my goodness! I think that the NFL picked Bad Bunny because he's popular right now.
Yeah.
And then, he's part of, the Rock Nation is part of the NFL. That's Jay-Z. So I feel like Jay-Z had something to do with that too, like to put Bad Bunny on.
Yeah.
So I give it up for Jay-Z,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Putting Bad Bunny in the NFL.
He did not have any fear about doing that. He thought it was a great idea. And I think that people, this is a culture movement, and I think that people want to see something different.
Yeah, exactly.
We have artists that have been performing for years globally. And, this is a perfect example of what has been happening. Why not have a global Latin artist?
Yeah.
I think it's going to bring in numbers, views, and I think people are going to really enjoy it.
Yeah, and I think it's time for us to shine, us Latinos to shine, like give us something.
Yeah.
So I also heard about how you think that this is going to reshape the Super Bowl, the future of Super Bowl.
I think it's going to open doors. It's going to open doors for a lot of Latin artists. It's going to open doors globally and internationally. You never know. We may see K-pop performing one day, right?
Yeah.
I think it's going to open a huge amount of doors.
Well, he did a song with K-pop and
he
Travis
did.
Scott.
Yeah.
I saw the video.
It was really, really nice video.
It was a nice collaboration.
And not only that, but it shows for the NFL, it shows that they're interested in representation, diversity. culture change.
Yeah.
And I think that's good. I think that's important. We need that in this country. I think we need something a little different.
Yeah. So you also heard about him not performing in the U.S., right?
Right.
I feel that the reason why he's not doing it because of him, because you know we Puerto Rican, we part of the United States, right? So I feel like he don't want to perform in the U.S. even though he'll make more money in the U.S.
Yeah,
instead of
he definitely will
other countries, but I feel that he don't want to do that in the U.S. because of the immigrants. Like all the immigrants are really gonna come to his show.
Yeah,
because,
well, a lot of lands
they like him, like a lot of Latinos, you know.
Right.
So I feel like he don't want to do it here because ICE might come and pick all of them up, you know.
Right.
So
and he doesn't want to be responsible for that. And you can see what's happening in our country. You put the TV on every single day. This immigration policy that has been enforced, where ICE is taking people off the street, not only undocumented but documented. I can understand the worries that Bad Bunny has. Doesn't want to be responsible for that. He loves his people. He loves his country. He loves his culture. You don't want to see that in where you're performing and be responsible for that. And you can see on social media that they've already threatened to send ICE to Bad Bunny's show at the NFL.
Really?
I'm hoping that does not happen, but there's a lot of talk that ICE is going to be going there. You know, going to be at the show, and so we don't know what's going to happen. But I'm hoping that the halftime is successful, and that everyone has a good time and they enjoy it, and that we don't have all this craziness and all this violence that's occurring in our country right now with ICE and immigrants. It's just a horrible situation.
And then, you know, as Latinos and Latinas, like we try to protect our people. It doesn't matter what culture you are, you know, so that's why he doesn't want to do it in the U.S. You know, he's trying to protect them as well.
It's not that he doesn't love the U.S. I think he loves the U.S. He's American.
Of course.
Okay, he's a first generation American.
Part of the US,
exactly. So I don't think it had anything to do with that he doesn't love the United States. It was, I think he was trying to protect his people. And Bad Bunny is one person that loves his culture and his people.
So he don't really care about the money. You know what I'm saying? He just want to protect the people. That's it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, who wants to be taken away?
Exactly. In the middle of a show.
Yeah. and especially his show. Like, come on. That would be so
especially
sad.
a show that there's going to be so many people watching, viewing, and attending. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I could understand what he's concerned about.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to ask the audience engagement prompts. So my questions for the audience: would you watch a halftime show where you don't understand the lyrics? Yes or no? Drop your dream guest lineup for Bad Bunny's Super Bowl show in the comments. And what song has to be in his set list, and no excuses. That's it for today's convo on Bad Bunny, the icon breaking records and setting trends. Big shout out and much love to my guest Glenda, CEO of Survival Shop, for joining the mic tonight. You're locked in to Her Mic, Her Rules with Lady D, where real talk always rules. Stay tuned and subscribe.
I just want to say thank you, Lady D, for having me on the show. I think this was great, and I hope people really enjoy it.
All right, thank you.